It's about that time. No strings attached, to just unwind and get a grip and don't be scared. Relax yourself and fly like a bird, like nice and smooth, just flowing with the wind. Have a good time and make some new friends. At this time, just getting buck wild, but when you do it with style. Move it, move it, move it, move it, and get the dance on. Move it, move it, come on, come on. Move it, 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 and get the dance on now. Move it, move it, come on, come on. Move it, move it, now give it to me now. Moving, shaking it down and get real grimy. Hustle in the morning, hustle in the evening. Keep your pockets fat and get your groove on, groove on. Moving, grooving, shaking it down and get real grimy. Hustle in the morning, hustle in the evening. Keep your pockets fat and get your groove on, groove on. In the bins with the windows tint, while in motion I can smell the scent of your sweet or your sexy fragrance, and you feel so good too, baby. I like the way you pucker up when you kiss. I love the way you move your sexy hips. You got me open, now I'm ready to stick and get my freak on, baby. Yeah, yeah. Come on, and get the dance on. Come on, and get your dance on now. Come on, and make it groovy now. Moving, shaking it down and get real grimy. Hustle in the morning, hustle in the evening. Keep your pockets fat and get your groove on, groove on. Moving, grooving, shaking it down and get real grimy. Hustle in the morning, hustle in the evening. Keep your pockets fat and get your groove on, groove on. The party's jumping up in here, so just bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it. Back that ass up, move those hips, and then make it bounce, make 'em bounce, make 'em bounce.
I make moves for fun, I'm a monster for stacks. Getting my way, my groove, believe it's a rap, make me bug. Y'all better embrace my thug. I don't stand there, I get up in your face for drugs. Hustle is on, grind till your time is gone. Let's see who's still here after the song. Ace on the animal, new joint with E. Chris. The game need a new sensation and we it. How I spat and do me, Pete the flow sick. Wait for no one, we the type that go get. Used to the struggle, had hard times for years. Speak for yourself, believe me, nobody cares. All props go to you if you make it out the slum far from food. Ain't no parts of you dog, get level for bread. Bang to the day you dead. Live life to the limit and laugh in hot stress.
Moving, grooving, shaking it down and get real grimy. Hustle in the morning, hustle in the evening. Keep your pockets fat and get your groove on, groove on. Moving, grooving, shaking it down and get real grimy. Hustle in the morning, hustle in the evening. Keep your pockets fat and get your groove on, groove on.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Let's Jazz It Up, blogtalkradio.com. We are moving and grooving tonight with the R&B Hustler tonight. Come on, everybody, call in. The phone lines are open. We have E. Chris, the R&B Hustler, this evening, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. Where are you calling from? E. Chris, R&B Hustler. Are you there?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm here. I'm calling from NYC, from New York City. Oh, yes. How's it going?
All right, New York City. All right, fans, call in. The phone lines are open. Hey, how did you get that name, the R&B Hustler? How did you get that name?
Well, for so many years now, I've been, really, grinding and hustling to stay in the game of the industry. And, it's a hustle. My mother always used to tell me, you don't want to rely on anyone who can't do more for you than what you can do for yourself. So I said, you know what, let me put my foot forward, my best foot forward, and see how I can grind and hustle and get things going on my own before allowing anyone to take total control of what it is that my dreams and my desires are. And I kept, working. I was working 2 jobs, going to school full time, and running back and forth to the studio. And them jobs that I was working, one job was paying the bills at home, and the other job was paying for my studio time, my mixing, my mastering, a lot of things, you know what I mean? And I felt like, me being from the streets, out there, when I was younger back in the days, I used to be out there hustling, trying to, pack bags as a little kid. So I thought about, I'm hustling right now just straight for R&B. This is my love, my passion. And I put, my first name, my middle name, and I abbreviate it, and I just say E. Chris, the R&B Hustler, because that's what I've been doing for years, and I'm still doing it. I'm hustling R&B, trying to bring the real R&B back to the ears of the public on what they really need to hear as far as rhythm and blues is concerned. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And thank you for that information. Thank you. Wow.
Nah, anytime.
Now, that song that I just played, Moving and Grooving, what year did that song come out? And who was the rapper?
Wow. Moving and Grooving, that song has been out since 2009. And that rapper is my boy Ason the Animal. He's from New York. He lives in Virginia now. That was like an introduction to my name, the R&B Hustler, like publicly speaking. Because
Yeah.
That was the purpose of the moving and grooving, shaking it down and get real grimy. Hustle in the morning, hustle in the evening, and keeping my pockets fat, meaning keeping the money in my pocket and using it wisely. So it's what it is that I has set my mind to do. So that's where the song came. And of course, while moving and grooving, I'm a ladies man, so I gotta show the ladies a lot of love and respect and treat them like queens, and that's why I was like in the Benz with the windows tint, While in motion, I could smell the scent of your sweet oil, sexy fragrance, and you feel so good too, baby. You know what I mean?
Stroking now. Now, I would like to ask you this. I'm quite sure all the fans, listeners out there are curious. Tell us all how your music journey began. Who inspired you? What was your inspiration? I know you have a lot to tell. We can make it brief or just go tell it. We want to hear it. We want to know where you come from.
First and foremost, I have to give all my thanks and appreciation to God, because without God, nothing would have came, or nothing would exist even at this present time. It was because of God that, I became more so inspired to sing. And I started singing in church when I was a little boy. My mother used to also sing. She used to travel before I was even of existence. And she knew groups like the Manhattans and so forth, and, the Delphonics. My mother, she was an industry person also. So I started out singing in church, and she would also stand me in the middle of the living room floor and teach me how to sing songs and show me how to perform. As a little boy, he used to tell me, you got to work the stage. You can't just stand in one spot. You got to move left and right, and, you got to, make the people smile. And as time moved on, I remember I was on Broadway before with the Boys Choir Harlem here in New York City with Raven Simone, Don Lewis. And that was like a very big, major thing for me, alongside some other things from my past, singing, when I was, doing talent shows. But being on Broadway, it opened a lot of doors for me. And I got to see more, of what the industry was like as an entertainer. And from there on, I ended up working, being able to do background vocals, and with the Boys Choir Harlem and a lot of other people. And I ended up working with Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan has been so beautiful to me. She's a mentor, and she still is. And I met Chaka through my road manager, Simone Morrison, who used to be my manager. Now, Simone knew me from back in the days when I opened up for Jaheim when he first came out. And I opened up for Jaheim, and to show you how God worked, it was a talent showcase. And, things were running behind schedule. And make a long story short, I ended up opening up for Jaheim because he had a show to put on that night at Club Envy, which is next to the Beacon Theater in New York City. And it was very, uplifting to Simone, and me and Simone became real cool. And then I hadn't seen Simone for a while. She had went on tour, and then I did a showcase thing at Le Bar Bat in Manhattan, and one of the Suttons from Inner City Broadcast, WBLS, was the owner and, partnership of the club. And he said, I want to hear this young man sing again. And Simone was there, and she recognized me, and that's when she decided to take me under her umbrella. And I met up with Chaka, Will Downing, Patti LaBelle. I got blessed to speak with Luther Vandross, God bless his soul, and Ray Charles, both of them before they had passed away in 2003 at Miracle on 34th Street. So there were a lot of people that were very inspiring to me and that stuck by me. And Will Downing, he was my mentor vocally and, and marketing as far as what to do and how to do things and perfect things. And it was very uplifting to me, along with Karen Bernard, my vocal coach, who sang background for Chaka, and she also coached Mary J. Blige. So it was like so inspiring to be within the realm of so many different people. And it took me to another aspect to where I said to myself, let me expand my knowledge and my craft. And then that's when I really started getting into the studio after doing like 4 months of vocal training. And I was able to critique my music more so vocally. And that's when I had songs like Do You Like I Can and Make That Move, which was played on a very well-known radio station titled WBLS here in New York City for like about 6 months. And it was very hard, and it still is for most R&B artists to get their stuff played just so easily on a radio station unless people are really feeling it. Just like, being on a station with you, Brenda Moss on the Jazzy Dot Radio live show, it means an honor and a pleasure to me. But it meant a lot to me to see that radio stations were showing me love consistently and continuously. And I said, wow, this is going pretty far. And that's when I proceeded on with my craft. And, I ended up, opening up for so many different acts. And so it was just so phenomenal. I could go on and on, like I said.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that information. You did a thing with the gospel singer. What's his name? I just lost.
I did mention the first person I have to give thanks to is God, because I also was a member at Love Fellowship Tabernacle. And I've also had the blessing and opportunity before Love Fellowship Tabernacle working with Kirk Franklin back in the 90s at Miami Arena. And the song that I was asked to sing was One Day at a Time, acapella. And then after Kirk Franklin, that's when I ended up joining Love Fellowship Tabernacle with now known as Bishop Hezekiah Walker.
Okay.
But it was very, very uplifting mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to be a part of the ministry and be able to sing the gospel with both of them. And I just actually saw Kirk Franklin maybe about a month ago. He was at my church at Allen AME Cathedral, and he came there and put on a nice, good performance. And then him and I took some shots, and he was talking on social media about, who I am and, how far I've gotten. And it was a pleasure and honor to see me as it was for him, too. And Hezekiah Walker has been not only at the time he was a pastor, but now he's a bishop. But during the time of him being a pastor, he showed me a lot of love and support in ministry, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and physically also. The church was there for me after having a brain tumor surgery back in 2000. So they showed me a lot of love, and it meant a lot to me. And it still means a lot more to me because I'm very still inclined with both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, thank you for all that information. Wow, you came a long way. And professionally, your music sounds good, your voice and all. We have a caller.
Thank you.